starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Welcome back to the Gauntlet. Yes, sir. So I'm messing up a little bit, but I like it. It's called making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm your boy Sandman at the Gauntlet Beat Battle. Welcome back. You already know who my brothers are. We got my brother Nightlife at the bottom half of the screen. Shout to Nightlife in the building.
What up, y'all? Hey, listen, man, I gotta have a vote. Hopefully, we might have to have that Chris Reed beat be like the signature for the Gauntlet, man. That just seemed like it fit the whole cool vibe, man. All that tight ass production, bro. That was nice. I like that.
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, my brother, that guy, co-founder of this thing, Lynch Prog, is in the building.
Yo, what's good, man?
Yeah,
we back. Yeah, let's get it.
Yes, sir. How y'all feeling? How y'all been? Both of y'all been, man?
Busy, working.
I'm already knowing, G. So, like I said, I'm messing up a little bit, but it's okay. But he's here. We got Chris Reed Beats in the building. Let's go. Yes, sir.
What's up?
Feeling, man. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, man. We can hear you.
All right, for sure, man. Hey, thank y'all so much for having me on the show, man. I'm so glad to be here at the Gauntlet Beat Battle.
Yes, sir.
Season 7, we say?
Season 7, sir. Yes, sir.
Some dope stuff, man, you know. And I'm truly humbled to be invited, you know what I'm saying, little old me. But, you know, I'll try to do my best.
We recognize what it is, sir.
I appreciate you very much, man.
Yeah, man. So look, I kind of did everybody a favor this week. We are live on everything. We about to be not live on everything. If you are not watching on YouTube, you should be watching on YouTube. Come over to YouTube right now. The Gauntlet Beat Battle on YouTube. Search the Gauntlet Beat Battle on YouTube. Come over right now on YouTube. Music wanted to talk to. You know what I'm saying? But like, come over right now to the Gauntlet Beat Battle on YouTube. We about to be live just on that. And as we speak, I'm literally getting rid of Facebook right now. You know what I'm saying? So Facebook is gone. You know what I'm saying? No more Facebook right now. You know what I mean? So, next, of course, will be no more. Twitch is gone as well. Like, all that's gone. We literally are just going to be live on YouTube. So come over to YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going down with that. So that's gone. And that's it. And last but not least, we appreciate y'all. But Instagram, we about to be up out of here. Come over to YouTube right now. YouTube it is. So now we are live where we're supposed to be at, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So we got business to tend to. So if you have not already shared the stream with everybody, go ahead and click the link at the top of the YouTube and share the stream to everybody so they can get in here and hear what's going down. You know what I'm saying? So of course, the first thing I want to do is give a big shout out to Beatmaker Clothing, who we've collabed with to make some new hot stuff for y'all to be rocking and wearing and enjoying. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to that right now. Beatmaker Clothing Gauntlet collab. Sir, it's going down. So make sure you get over to beatmakerclothing.com. You know what I'm saying? And tap in, grab some gear. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going down. So I'm trying to get to this music. I ain't trying to play around. So you know what it is. We gotta bring up the star of the show. You know what it is. And like we say all the time, long live J Hatch. This bracket will forever be renamed the J Hatch bracket. Let's get to it right now. Yes, sir, the bracket. Yes, sir. So, we got things to do. We have to name the winner from last week's, 2 weeks ago, last battle between Manny B. Shot and D's Keys. So, after much deliberation and a strong OT that went down, you know what I'm saying? We had to go ahead and go with D's Keys. Yes, sir. So, tonight, as you can see, we got Jiro versus D-Dot, and it's going down. So, Jiro, that means you are up first. So you got to let us know what you want us to play first, and then D-Dot, you got 30 seconds in to let us know what you want us to play in response. You know what I'm saying? And all that means is it's time to get back to regular view because it's round one still, and it's time for the gauntlet. Let's get it.
Round one.
Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the gauntlet. Yes, sir. So, we gonna see what it is. Jiro said play Exhibit C. We ain't playing around with it. We finna turn down this dopeness and turn on some dopeness. We gonna get to it right now. Exhibit C. Jiro is ready, so we gonna be ready as well and get to it. Exhibit C from Jiro right now. Gauntlet. All right. So D-Dot said play Natural Flow. Let's get to Natural Flow from D-Dot. Natural Flow, D-Dot, Gauntlet.
Yeah, that sound good, don't it? Good, don't it?
Yikes. Nice. Okay. Well, welcome back to Sandman's Detailed Breakdown Corner. You know what I'm saying? So, jeez. Jiro, that first one from you was dusty, grimy, hip hop, just loveliness. You know what I'm saying? It was like equal parts just well crafted, but paid homage to like the old sound. You know what I'm saying? Well mixed. Although I do feel like the overall volume on everything could have been a little bit brighter. You know what I'm saying? But that's the transition you went into, that switch up you went into was crazy. I was not expecting the crazy drum patterns that you went into, and that was a nice like switch. You know what I'm saying? Gave it something else, gave it a little bit more teeth, because at first I was thinking it was a little bit too chill, and like the switch gave it the teeth that it needed. You know what I'm saying? D-Dot, classic D-Dot. You know what I'm saying? Natural Flow had heavy drums, bass line, like heavy drums. The bass line was crazy. The transition was nasty. You know what I'm saying? Keys, luscious, but I expect that from D-Dot. You know what I'm saying? It well mixed, and the switch you went into again was well done. That transition was well done. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to both of y'all. Y'all both killed that. Lynn's pride.
Yeah, man. Gerald, you know, he was at the Smack Pack joint, man. He was killing it over there, man. That one was really sick, man. I love that vibe. The switch was definitely crazy. I love what you're doing, man. You're dope, bro. D-Dot, very clean, smooth record. I really love the drums on those, and it was very elegant, you know, so didn't really have too many gripes about these records, you know, so yeah.
Yes, sir. Nightlife.
All right, man. So for Joe's first one, man, just like Lynn said, he was very impressive when we did the Smack Pack Challenge, man. He was dope, man. He didn't disappoint here either. It started off a little bit relaxed, but it still has some grit to it. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and be patient and wait on it a little bit. And I can see why you called it Exhibit C. It looked like something that Jay Electronica would have just smashed on. I love the change of pace for that second beat, man. The drum work was great. The bass was in concert with it. Still wanted a little more from it, And I know Sandman was talking about energetically as far as the volume on it. So that's probably what it may have been, but I think it was a really solid beat. For D-Dot's first one, man, just forceful drums. The swing on that was crazy. It just danced around the sample. The second beat started. It was just like moving silk. It was crazy. And D-Dot just has a refined way of doing production where everything just sits in a place. The mix is properly done. And I thought it was an excellent beat, man.
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, the man himself, Chris Reed Beats, is in the building.
Dope beats. Listen, round one, definitely a tight way to kick that off. First track, I felt like had some elements that I really liked. Definitely liked the switch up that happened in there. I like the drum. I remember I played my MPC little gift, so I know I like the drum programming that was done in there. That really caught my attention a lot. For the second track, I'm sorry, I got to get people names right, but for the second track, the word that popped in my head was crisp. It was there was this pop that I was hearing with the mix on those drums, and so I was loving it because it had that crackle. It had exactly what I was like. I was like, this is tight. And then when the switch happened, I was like, I had to make sure I remember my mic was on. Y'all was finna get some bars. I was finna. But nah, for sure, dope tracks for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, we got to go in the back and talk about it. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll be right back. We're gonna go in the bike and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see what it is. Y'all chill. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna be in the bike, talk about it. Y'all let us know in the chat who y'all felt like won, and go ahead and share that stream up if you haven't already done it. Share it up right now. Let's go. Yeah, man. Look, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You feel me though? Yeah. We got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So look, man. Say, man. That means OT rules apply. You know what I'm saying? What that means is we need to switch the order. D-Dot, you are first. And Jiro, now, you know what I'm saying? We need to have you go first. Jiro, you got 30 seconds in to respond to D-Dot. You know what I'm saying? And we can kind of get it going that way. So, waiting on the joint from D-Dot. And then we're going to be cool after that, man. So D-Dot will let us know what you want us to play. And then Jiro, you got 30 seconds in to respond. So D-Dot says, why they say D-Dot should produce Rose. So we're gonna get to that right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna turn this down. It is OT. Let's get to it right now. You know what I'm saying? Why they say D-Dot should produce Rose. You know what I'm saying? Is the name of the joint. Let's get it to it right now. Gauntlet.
Yeah, that sound good, don't it? Good, don't it?
Gonna fade the beat out tonight.
Right. No, it just stop. Like
You just gonna
What is
fade
it-
the
what's
beat
going
out
on?
tonight. Well, all right. Okay. Well, with that being said, Jiro said he wanted to play number 4. Let's get to number 4 from Jiro. Called Flip. Let's get it right now. Gauntlet.
My lord, bro.
Shaq face.
ah damn.
Oh no. Oh no. That's uncouth. All of their
That was none of the crew. None of them.
none of the couths. Well, shoot. What that means is we gotta go ahead and go back to the bracket and talk about it in the back, because we do not let y'all know. We don't critique these beats. It's OT. So we just gonna go straight back to the back and talk about it again. So y'all chill while we go back to the back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well. We're going to be right back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let us know who y'all felt like won. You know what I'm saying? We'll be right back.
Cut your gun, but your buck,
For real.
get money. I can't get nothing with you, then fuck you. I'm not the type to count for DWI. I'm the type that can connect when the cook price rise. What up?
Okay.
Till I pass out. Shorty give me neck till I pass out.
Well, shoot. Well, okay, what that means is, you know what I'm saying, we gonna pivot right quick, so y'all stay with us right quick. So we got the winner, you know what I'm saying, of that particular half, you know what I mean? So, right now we're gonna pivot to our guest judge. We appreciate you, sir.
Sure.
So, man, listen. Your reputation precedes you, sir. It does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'm gonna get real territorial, I guess. Real quick, but that's okay. You know, shout out to all the other dogs.
Okay.
But I am a Reason head. I love Reason.
Oh,
I
God.
use Reason all the time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Liz. And you, sir, are an affiliate of Propeller Head that educates people, does tutorials on Reason products and things of that nature. So my question to you is, how did you get involved with Propeller Head? Like, how did that link even happen?
So the link with Propeller Head, now Reason Studios, basically came when I started my YouTube channel. I really started kicking up, making more videos around 2020. You know, everybody know why everybody started really doing stuff around 2020. I ain't even got to say the word. But, you know, it was one of the moments, kicked up, started, you know, creating more videos. And I guess they recognized me. They noticed me. Ryan Harlan specifically, he would, you know, DM me on Instagram and stuff like that. And we would talk behind the scenes. And then just little by little, I just kept showing more and more of the DAW and, you know, kind of bringing light to it. You know, of course, there were plenty of people before me, you know, Kickback Couture, Seth Nitty, different YouTubers and different, you know, creators who are showing the DAW. But I guess I was just cooking up so many videos that they was like, okay, you know, let's show some of the tutorials that he's doing, you know, because he's also bringing a different flavor, a different track, you know. So they reached out and I just started working with them like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Because definitely informative, you know, amazing situation for individuals who, you know, are trying to get started, trying to use the DAW. And I will say this, though. It does not, for those who might be confused about, like, whatever you're comfortable in is whatever you're comfortable in. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I just happen to be comfortable in Reason. My brother Liz Prague is an assassin in FL. You know what I'm saying? And with the actual, like, real equipment as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? The DAW does not make the producer. The producer uses the DAW. And it really comes from your brain and how much of an alien you really are. You know what I'm saying? That being said, Reason Studios, you should sponsor the Gauntlet. I'm just saying that. I want to shoot it over to my brothers to see what questions they may have for you real quick. You know what I mean? Anybody could go.
Hey, Chris, I wanted to ask your opinion as far as the whole AI movement with in regards to production. Do you think that's like a cheat code, or you think that's something that can be integrated and adopted and worked with?
That is a great question. First of all, thank you for asking that question. And I think that there are some platforms that are definitely, you know, very useful for producers. You know, I'm not the greatest singer, and maybe you don't want to hear my voice. I can use AI. I can record some stuff, and now I got a reference singer. I got a reference rapper for my beat. You know, and that's awesome because you need vocals to kind of create melodies, to create loop packs, to create songs. So that's one lane where I feel like AI is really powerful and it's really great for producers. Now, for me personally, I don't know if y'all can see this. I got like an 88 keyboard, MIDI keyboard right here. I got all kind of instruments in here. I got guitars. I got drums. I don't play them good, but I got them. I like to play them. So for me, the type of AI where it's like, oh, you just put in a prompt and then it spits out the beat for you, I'm a little on the edge on that because I'm more so like, I'm a hands-on kind of guy. I like music. I like to create music, and I feel like any young producer or beat maker that's want to get into music, I feel like they should want to pick up that craft of being a musician and learning the DAWs, learning how to play instruments, at least learning a scale, learn something. But that's where I feel like AI is kind of damaging, because like I said, you could put in a prompt and then you got a track. So for like mass production, which of course is already being used for mass production, of course, whether you're a talented producer or not, you can just mass produce a ton of tracks and then send them off or do whatever you're going to do with them. So, I don't know, those are my thoughts. I'm really curious though. What's your thoughts? What do you think about it?
Well, go ahead, sir.
I mean,
thoughts.
for me, it's I think it's just a double-edged sword. Some people lean on it a little too much, and instead of it taking away the opportunity to have creativity and for you to be like resourceful, for you to make your own sounds, snares, drums, whatnot, it takes away that opportunity, and I think it brings a lazy element to some producers that may not want to be able to put in that time and that grind to be able to really be able to refine their craft. So, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about it, man. As far as from an artist's perspective, I think it's terrible. I know it's a tool for y'all to be able to maneuver as far as being able to have, like you were saying, as far as being able to have artists on beats and stuff as far as for reference. But I just think it's horrible, man. You shouldn't be able to make shit that sound like somebody else, that mimics somebody else, that does what somebody else does. I just think it's not comparable. It's cheap knockoff, and it's not something that the game really needs, man. I think that we really need artists to be showing off their creativity and not be showcased by a machine, as opposed to it being a real person.
I definitely feel that.
That's what's up. Yeah. I'm gonna weigh in and I'm gonna throw the mic to my brother Lenz. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible because I'm not trying to overbear this, but I feel like AI is great if you're using it as a sampling tool. You know what I'm saying? You take something from AI, you chop it up, you make something else out of it. You know what I'm saying? I think AI is good in the same regard that Chris was saying, as far as you trying to get a reference singer or something like that. You write lyrics, you can't hold a note, so you write lyrics and you have a reference on your song so you can shop it to an artist or something like that. Right. But as far as just generating and just creating and spitting out music, I feel like that is not integral as a music creator, as a producer. And to me, it goes to the same lane of the drag and drop producers with construction kits and with just different loop packs. If you're literally just putting together a whole bunch of loops, what did you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your thumbprint on it? Where's your thumbprint as far as AI is concerned? It's not your thumbprint. It's AI's. You know what I'm saying? So that's my soapbox moment.
We finna stumble into a little conversation here, Sam. We finna stumble into a little purist conversation here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get sticky. You start saying stuff. Hey, I can't even use my construction kit.
Now, if you literally every track is a loop, what did you do?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I curated. I found the right loop to drop right here.
That's amazing. Then you need to give complete 100% credit to the person who created them loops.
No, that's definitely a conversation. I don't know how much you want to. Hey, make sure you know what I'm saying. Stop me, because I'll go. But it's one of the conversations I had on my channel, on my live stream, Chris Reeves, YouTube. I had that conversation. I went so far as to say that the new ghost producers are producers that are just sending out their loop packs. I said, if you send out a loop pack and you barely getting credit, you barely getting paid, you're a ghost producer.
Yeah,
you're
for
a ghost
sure.
producer. You're not really, they're not really crediting you. Nobody know you made that loop. Nobody know this. And the only time it actually comes out is when you don't get paid. And now all of a sudden, here you are on YouTube, on Instagram Live, and you
this my stuff.
You telling us, he stole my beat.
Yeah.
He stole my loop. He stole my sample. Now I'm not trying to be offending to anybody that has happened to.
Keep it.
I just had the thought process of like, wow, that's kind of crazy that we got this whole other side of music production where it's like these hidden gems of people who are creating music. And you think your greatest producer, you think you're the dope producer that you got, like the only thing he's doing could be dragging and dropping. That's interesting.
Nice.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I ain't saying I'm right. I'm not saying they wrong. I'm just saying that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Lynn,
That's a fact, man. You know, I mean, he brings a good point, bro. I mean, you don't know. Like, the thing is, it's really scary hours out here, bro. Because you, like, people that enter these battles, like, there's been really sticky situations with people just, you know, I say BeatStars is one, because BeatStars will give you can go lease a beat, you can get the stems from the beat, right? They might get the whole joint. Oh, it's my beat. Then somebody else say, yo, nah, I sold that, I leased that on BeatStars. Now you're claiming that that's your beat. So like, it's so scary out here for all of this stuff, and like, you just got different platforms and places that sell loops and stuff. So it's like, it's just crazy, man. It's wild these days. You feel me? This isn't the SoundClick era no more.
No,
like this is the world of AI, like technology. If you ain't hip to it, it's gonna hit people different that's used to that time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it just hit different. But my question is basically like, you know, you have people that like the drumsticks, and then you got people that like flats, right? So I apply it like, when you go into like, you know, producing, do you prefer your melodies first, or do you prefer your drums first?
Good question.
Classic question.
Good question. I thought we was finna do an order for Wingstop.
Right.
I was
I'm
right.
hungry as shit.
Hey,
Now I'm
Liz,
hungry, yeah.
great question, man. And I appreciate you. For me, I started with melody in my entire journey, my entire production journey. Everything started from me hearing this pianist at a rehearsal. I heard him playing all of these 7th and 11th and 9th chords, and I heard him just playing stuff. And that's literally where my production journey started. And so most times that's where I start with my tracks. Now, I can tell you this for myself. If I start with the drums, it's probably going to come out like tight. It's probably going to come out like, oh, okay, yeah, this person could rap on this. I could probably sell this. I could use this in a beat battle. Like, it'll come out like that. If I start with the melody, it's going to get real musical. It's going to get real, you know what I'm saying? But that tends to be like where my soul, if you will, for, you know, where my vibe just take me. It'd be like, okay, if I get a nice little chord right here, chord progression starting, oh man, then all of a sudden now I'm in the mood, you know? Yeah. So I definitely feel like I'm starting melodies for sure, but I know that in the back of my head, it's like, you know, you need to get that bounce first. You know what I mean?
I feel that, man. Yeah, like that's how I apply, man. Most of the time I start with a melody first, or, you know, get some drums going. It depends on, you know, where I'm at with the mindset, you know. So I appreciate that, man. That's dope to hear.
Yes, sir. So real quick, I wanted to jump to one of your joints, maybe one or two. So you know I got church pews, Objecticon, The Greatest God, Vibes Better, The Watch Beat, whatever we want us to play. I'm gonna run right quick. That's what I want to get to.
Man.
I know what I want to hear.
I don't even know. I ain't gonna say no names. Number 3. I don't know which one number 3 was. Just play number 3.
Sure, that was The Greatest God.
The randomizer.
Right. Let's get to it. Greatest God, Chris Reed Beats. Let's get it.
Oh, damn it!
Fire. Shout out to Curry Cases in the building. Shout out to Mama Sam in the building. We
Mama
see y'all.
Sam, hey.
Yes, sir. That was dope. Yes, sir. That was fire. Yes, sir. I like that a lot. Well, I want to keep going, and I think we might just have to have you back in maybe like a podcasty type of environment so we can really get to the nitty gritty of these conversations, because I think we leaving a lot of meat on the bone as far as the conversation is concerned. But we gotta, yeah, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be a thing.
Sure.
All right, so we got 2 more sets of beats we need to run through. Again, Jiro, you're up first. Let us know what you want us to play first. D-Dot, let us know what you want to play in response. We're going to get to, the back half of round 1 right now. Let's get to that. So thank you so much, Chris, for coming through and really doing this. Like, that was amazing. Like, I love being able to have real conversations with our guests. And, I knew what I knew about you already. We feel like we learned more. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate that, man. Seriously.
Cool. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Well, Jiro said he wanted to play Jam. So we'll get the Jam right now instead of weird like that on purpose. So let's get to it right now. Number 5 from Jiro.
Share the stream.
And share the stream. Jam.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Y'all ready?
Check this out.
Y'all ready? I was gonna rip it harder. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal, vicious, and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
You guys said, I got something for that. Said, play Giovanni. Let's get to Giovanni right now. You know what I'm saying? Gauntlet.
Yeah, that sound good, don't it? Good, don't it?
Where? Chris?
So you, brother.
It's on you,
Man.
sir.
Listen, Jiro, am I saying that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Jiro did his thing. I definitely like the vibe that I was hearing from that track. I think he was right in the pocket with his programming on drums. Very crispy sounds, smacking right in my ear, doing his thing. And overall, good transition, good production. And then as far as Giovanni,
From D Dot, yeah.
it's D Dot.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Name of the track is Giovanni. Yeah.
The name of the track was Giovanni. Giovanni, that second half of the track really caught my attention. And the first half was, the track altogether tight track, but that second half, now if he had started with that second half and then flipped it from there, it would have been a little bit of a different feeling for me. But, because that second half was very, very crispy in the pocket and the kind of vibe that I like. So definitely points on transition and points on the style for that second half of that track.
Yes, sir.
Hey, shout out to my brother named George. For Jiro, purposeful distortion works, man. On those drums, and when it's done right, it sounds grimy and gritty, and it had a whole New York presence. I felt like that's early like G-Unit shit. I really love those drums. That was like the star of the show for me for that, man. And I love the fact that you just stick in your classic pocket and you don't allow other things around and other sounds around to dictate what your actual sound is. You could play, and from here on out, if somebody puts something on, that'd probably be your fingerprint, and we can hear that it's you, which is probably one of the biggest compliments that we can give you with that, man. I think that beat was extraordinary. For D-Dot's one, man, the sample started. It was a funeral procession. It just felt like it was like, okay, I'm on your ass, and so I was waiting, right? I was waiting for those drums to come in. I was waiting for something to come in and knock the door down. It didn't really turn out that way until that second half of that beat. That when it got into that funk zone, that bass was just dope. I love that bass, man. That live bass, that shit was dope. I think it was a good beat, but to be honest, man, D-Dot has definitely brought a better beat than that.
Okay. Linz.
So, hello?
We hear you.
Oh, okay. So, Gerald joint, man, he's man, his style is crazy, bro. Like, it's like, it's so grimy, bro, and them switches are just, they're sending me, bro. It's wild. I ain't got no gripes with it, bro. I enjoyed it. D-Dot, this was kind of surprising coming from him, bro, because he does more intricate, type of stuff. I enjoyed it. The switch was super nice. Like Chris has said, man, maybe if he would have started with that and trailed off into something, I don't know, more D-Dot stylish, I guess that's what, if you would say, and it would have been, something crazy. But I enjoyed both records, man. These producers are killing it tonight, so shout out to y'all, man.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'm going to try to be quick. I actually am going to be the rogue cat in the room and say that I disagree. As a drummer, I heard what D-Dot was doing in the first part of that beat. The triplets, the off-time triplets that he was doing in that beat. The fills that he had added in intricately in that beat. While it may have felt like to others that they were waiting on the start, D-Dot was showing you, let me play these drums for you right quick. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I heard. You know what I mean? Slow, grimy, triple kick was nasty, fills nasty. The switch I felt like was dope, but I understood where he was at in the first part of that beat. You know what I'm saying? The first one from Jiro, boom bap bip, and I gotta agree with Nightlife because I was going to give critique on the distortion of it as well, because I did hear some of that in the bass and I did hear some of that in the drums. But if it was intentional to give a little bit of grit, I don't feel like it was so much to the point to where it took away from the beat. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of could forgive a little bit of that distorted sound because it's intentional. Number two, the switch you went into was insanity. You know what I'm saying? Like complete, just utter left-hand turn off the freeway. You know what I'm saying? And normally, you're supposed to make it right off the freeway. You know what I'm saying? So a left-hand turn off the freeway is crazy. You know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, man, great job to both of y'all. We got to go figure this out in the back. So we'll be doing that right quick, man. So let's get to that right quick, man. That's nuts. Okay, so y'all let us know who y'all feel like won. I'm gonna try to put on a one of them ones, you know what I'm saying, that we all appreciate and love, and we're gonna talk about this in the back, man. Y'all let us know who y'all feel like won, and we gonna
you know what? Hey, won't you run one of Chris's beats, man?
I will do that. That is correct, sir. Yep, we're gonna run Church Pews right now from Chris Reed. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to that one right now. Great call, Knight. Let's do it.
That's a goddamn mix right there.
Oh yeah, he doing that.
Oh, that's snare though.
Yes, sir. See, you already know what it is. We ain't even gonna do no crazy transition. We're just gonna get back to regular view. So we got it. You know who won. So the question is, how many of y'all finna hit this poll so we can hear from y'all who y'all felt like won?
Whoa.
Hit the poll so we can understand what it is.
Whoa.
Are we rolling?
So we will be posting the poll on IG, of course, and we want you guys to respond to the poll and let us know what it is. Let us know who y'all feel like won. But right now, I want to give some space to say thank you to Chris. Thank you so much, sir, for pulling up. Just stay with us for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? After we go off air. But like, man, thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who pulled up, for everybody who understood the assignment to come to YouTube. And what we're asking for is we have 5 people left before we hit 1,000 subscribers. If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you know somebody that needs to subscribe, tell them to subscribe and tell them to pull up next time. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all for real, for real. Nightlife, talk to the people right quick.
Hey, thanks for coming through. Hey, Chris Reed, wonderful, man. Love your production, love your critiques, man. This was amazing. Shameless plug, I got 2 singles that went out last week. Make Them Moves with Yeeski the Illegal, and with RTO, Walk Like a Panther. So go pick those up. That's on everywhere. Go buy it at Bandcamp because that helps us.
Yes, sir. Lens, stream at him,
Yo, shout out to the producers, man, all the way up to this point, man. Everybody's been killing it, man. Shout out to everybody, the competitors, man. We do this for y'all. You know, it's been great, man. With the new format, I'm just happy that everybody's enjoying it, man. Thank you to our guest, Chris, you know, for being here. and taking out the time from his day to be here. And I also have a beat tape dropping soon. It's called The Moon Phase Part 1. It'll be dropping soon, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Yes, sir. And Chris, any last words for the folks before we get up out of here?
First and foremost, I just want to say all glory and thanks and honor to my Lord Jesus Christ, my Savior.
Facts.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to come through and be on the platform. Shout out to all of the participants tonight. These were some incredible beats that I heard. Incredible beats. I almost disconnected my MIDI keyboard and just threw that thing away. I was like, all right, yeah, you gonna. So y'all definitely taught me some things tonight, for sure. Listening to these tracks, listening to the mix, listening to the change-ups, man, this definitely is like, I feel like a piece of my production I've been missing. So I'm really glad and grateful for the Gauntlet, everything that you guys are doing, have been doing for a long time now. You guys deserve way more attention, way more, promotion out there. And for sure, please keep going. Please keep doing what y'all doing, because this is tight.
Thanks, sir.
This is really dope. And if you guys are watching, or if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to subscribe to the Gauntlet. And if you use Reason to make beats, or you just looking for, some tutorials, you can come to my YouTube channel, Chris Reed Beats, and my website, all that good stuff. Everything's Chris Reed Beats, and
Subscribe.
hope to see you there. Subscribe.
Yes, sir. And I want to say thank you again, sir. And I also want to say this. We say this to everybody who's, walks away from the Gauntlet that are our guest judges, and they tell us that they've been inspired. Welcome to the Gauntlet, sir.
Hey.
These brothers are all these competitors, and everybody who's ever stepped foot in the Gauntlet and competed. This is the standard. Gauntlet ready is the thing. You know what I'm saying? And they bring that every time. So thank you to the competitors. Thank you for everybody who's ever competed. And on that note, you know what I'm saying? I think it might be time to be out. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna holler at y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is the Gauntlet.